What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Power Play with CJ. So we're focusing on star women's hockey player Jincy Dunne, and we've talked about it before. Obviously I tweeted about her having a big time goal last week. Actually, I think it's ironic. She's committed to Ohio State, and she had the overtime goal against Canada and the women's U18s the night Ohio State national championship in college football. Kind of a cool little footnote there. Came close to making the Olympic team last year. Didn't make the final roster, but at 15, 16 years old, was almost the youngest woman hockey player in the history of the United States to go over and play in the Olympics. So that's a great thing. And you look at we're 3 years off in the Olympics in South Korea. I think it's going to be the Jincy Dunne and Jack Eichel show. I mean, everyone knows how big of a fan I am of Jack Eichel. I got to watch him play last night, obviously. So anytime you get to talk about Ike's a good thing. But, I think she's going to use that she has used that motivation of not making last year's Olympic team to build herself up as a player. Not that she needed to get much better. I mean, she's, fantastic talent, and I think someone that, could fall into that Cami Granato, Hillary Knight sort of transcendent women's superstar, and I think that's a fantastic thing for the game. She's from St. Louis, which isn't a traditional hockey market, let's call it what it is, even though the Blues have been, there for 50-some odd years. No, 48 years, 1967. The last 3-4 years have been one of the best teams in the NHL consistently. But, I think as an American, for men's and women's hockey, the amount of prospects coming out of places like Florida and Missouri, California, Arizona, Texas, our national programs are only going to get stronger. And again, for men's and women's. The top prospect from next year's 2016 draft is from Scottsdale, Arizona, Austin Matthews. You got the next, big American woman coming out from St. Louis. I mean, I hate to break it to our good friends north of the border, but there are more of us than there are of you. And when our hockey hotbeds are popping up in places outside of traditional markets, look out. And I think the 2018 women's roster is going to be a really great representation of that. With Dunne at the forefront as a St. Louis native, and I'm really excited to see what she does. Going forward. She's going to be a big-time player, and, I'd love to have her on the power play. We've had a 17-year-old on before. Actually, every year at the draft we have 17-year-olds on. But Connor McDavid was on, obviously, a couple months ago. We've had Hillary Knight on, so, it'd be pretty cool to get the next great American superstar for the women's game, but, we'll see what happens. Again, really excited to see what's up next for her. There's plenty of great women hockey players right now. Not only the aforementioned Knight, but you look at Alex Carpenter, really lighting it up at Boston College, and the other women Olympians doing some great things in college and in the CWHL. So I think Jincy's going to be in the next wave, and I'm looking forward as an American seeing what kind of things she does on the international stage. Obviously at the college hockey level with the Ohio State Buckeyes. So anyway, that's on sort of the Power Play with CJ. Stay tuned for more episodes for the season and beyond. Later.